historian, and they'll tell you that he's dead. And though I can't argue with that, I do believe that by honoring his memory and living our lives as he did, that Benedict Arnold lives on within us all. Thank you. From the unseen room, they press their eyes to the keyhole as we lift our swollen hands and scratch our names in the wall. And there's paint peeling off, and the blinds are old and twisted. The sun leaks through and draws tattoos on the carpet, and the android in the corner rides a binary wheel as I oil his joints while standing knee-deep in cigarettes. And the TV is an epitaph for lost imaginations. I like to see the sky, but hey, you can't win them all, so let's dance.
Sat in a cardboard box. The moon hung in the sky like God's flashlight. The airplanes cut shapes in the cold velvet mass, and we never did learn who was right. So we lived out our lives on a highway and traced back to where we went wrong. And under the overpass, we met with a stranger who was drinking and singing this song.
There's nothing wrong with smiling on your way through the windshield, and there's nothing wrong with laughing as your heartbeat stops. There's nothing wrong with dancing as the missile hits the roof, and there's nothing wrong with grinning as your last hopes are shot. There's nothing wrong with smiling on your way through the windshield, and there's nothing wrong with laughing as your heartbeat stops. There's nothing wrong with dancing as the missile hits the roof, and there's nothing wrong with grinning as your last hopes are shot. There's nothing wrong with smiling